Good evening, everyone. Today I want to share with you some fascinating insights on how what you eat before bed can significantly impact not just your sleep quality, but also your ability to recover and grow stronger overnight. Let's start by understanding that sleep and nutrition are not isolated factors. They are deeply interconnected, and when you align them properly, the benefits compound. During sleep, your body engages in vital processes, tissue repair, hormonal balance, and memory consolidation. But the foods you consume before sleep can either support or hinder these processes. The connection between nutrition, sleep quality, and muscle recovery is one of the most underappreciated yet profoundly important aspects of our health. When we think about improving sleep or building muscle, our minds often jump to the latest workout routines, supplements, or sleep hacks. But what we eat before bed can have a profound effect on the quality of our rest and the efficiency of our body's recovery processes. At the core of this relationship is the fact that sleep is a critical window for your body to repair and grow. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, a key player in tissue repair and muscle building. If you're training hard or physically active, this is the time when your muscles are actually rebuilt stronger than before. But here's the catch. The quality of this repair and growth depends on having the right raw materials, amino acids from proteins, minerals like magnesium and zinc, and vitamins that facilitate enzymatic reaction. Without proper nutrition before bed, you're essentially missing out on the opportunity to fully support these nighttime repair processes. Beyond muscle growth, nutrition also directly influences sleep quality. Your body requires a precise balance of neurotransmitters and hormones to transition smoothly from wakefulness to rest. For example, serotonin is a calming neurotransmitter that helps you relax, and it is synthesized from the amino acid tryptophan. Later in the evening, serotonin is converted into melatonin, the hormone that sets your internal clock and tells your body it's time to sleep. If your diet is deficient in these key building blocks, it can be harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Protein-rich foods like cottage cheese, eggs, and lean meats provide these essential amino acids. Consuming a small amount of slow-digesting protein before bed has been shown to not only aid muscle repair, but also stabilize blood sugar levels through the night, preventing those sudden awakenings that can leave you groggy and unrested. Slow-digesting carbohydrates like oats or whole grain bread also play a role by promoting a gradual rise in insulin. This mild insulin increase helps tryptophan cross the blood-brain barrier more efficiently, making it easier for your brain to produce the sleep-promoting serotonin and melatonin cascade. It's also important to consider the timing and quantity of food consumed before bed. Large or heavy meals can activate your digestive system to the point where it interferes with deep sleep. However, a light snack with balanced macronutrients about 30 to 60 minutes before sleep can gently support the transition into rest without overloading your system. This strategic approach to nutrition takes advantage of the natural rhythms of your body, aligning your intake with the processes that govern repair and growth. In essence, your pre-bed nutrition is like setting the stage for the night's performance. When you provide the right foods rich in amino acids, minerals, and slow-digesting carbohydrates, you're essentially giving your body the script it needs to execute a night of deep, restorative sleep and efficient muscle recovery. Far from being a small detail, this is a crucial part of the equation that supports not just your physical performance, but your mental clarity, emotional balance, and long-term health. One of the most fascinating and impactful ways to enhance sleep quality through nutrition is by harnessing the power of tryptophan, a unique amino acid that sets off a chain of calming biochemical processes in the body. Tryptophan is an essential amino acid, meaning the body cannot produce it on its own, it must come from your diet. Once consumed, tryptophan becomes the raw material for the synthesis of serotonin, a neurotransmitter crucial for mood stability and relaxation. But the story doesn't stop there. Serotonin itself is then converted into melatonin, the hormone that signals to your body that it's time to rest and repair. When you eat tryptophan-rich foods in the evening, you're essentially providing your brain with the foundational building block it needs to create serotonin and subsequently melatonin. This biochemical pathway is central to winding down from a busy day and preparing for a night of deep, restorative sleep. Without enough tryptophan in your diet, your body simply can't produce these sleep-inducing compounds at optimal levels, which can lead to restless nights and less efficient recovery. What's particularly interesting is that the effectiveness of tryptophan hinges not just on its presence, but on its availability to cross the blood-brain barrier, a sort of security gate that decides what enters the brain's internal environment. Here's where the right balance of nutrients can make a big difference. Carbohydrates play a supporting role in this process by increasing insulin levels, which helps clear competing amino acids from the bloodstream. This makes it easier for tryptophan to enter the brain and work its magic. In practical terms, adding a small balanced snack before bed that pairs tryptophan sources with slow-digesting carbohydrates can maximize this effect. For example, consider a slice of whole grain bread with a smear of natural peanut butter. The bread provides the slow-release carbohydrates to assist tryptophan's journey across the blood-brain barrier, while the peanut butter delivers the crucial amino acid itself. This synergy creates an optimal environment for serotonin and melatonin synthesis, promoting a smooth transition from wakefulness to rest. Examples of tryptophan-rich foods include poultry like turkey and chicken, dairy products like yogurt and cottage cheese, nuts and seeds such as almonds and pumpkin seeds, and legumes like chickpeas and lentils. These foods not only support sleep onset and depth, but also contribute to muscle recovery and overall nighttime repair processes by supplying other important amino acids and micronutrients. It's important to note that while tryptophan supplementation is sometimes used, whole food sources are generally the best approach. They provide not only tryptophan but also the full spectrum of nutrients your body needs to function at its best, in the right balance and with the synergistic cofactors that enhance absorption and utilization. Ultimately, by focusing on tryptophan-rich foods in your evening nutrition, you're not just calming your mind, you're setting up your entire neurochemical system to prioritize sleep and recovery. This simple yet powerful adjustment in what you eat before bed can pay dividends in how deeply you sleep, how quickly you fall asleep, and how refreshed and restored you feel in the morning. It's a gentle but profound reminder that our diets are not just fuel, they are signals to the brain, cues that shape the very architecture of our sleep and recovery cycles. Balancing blood sugar with slow-digesting carbohydrates and protein before bed is a key strategy that goes beyond just satisfying hunger. It's a scientifically grounded method to stabilize your nighttime energy levels and promote deep, uninterrupted sleep. When we talk about the relationship between blood sugar and sleep, it's important to understand that your body's blood glucose levels naturally fluctuate throughout the day. However, dramatic spikes and crashes, especially at night, can be major culprits behind restless sleep and even early morning awakenings. Consuming fast-digesting carbohydrates like those in sugary snacks or white bread leads to a rapid surge in blood sugar, followed by an equally rapid drop. This crash triggers a stress response in the body, leading to the release of cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones, while helpful in small doses, are designed to keep you alert and awake, not what you want when you're trying to sleep. On the other hand, slow-digesting carbohydrates, often found in whole grains, legumes, and certain fruits, cause a gentle, sustained rise in blood sugar. This helps maintain a steady supply of glucose to the brain and muscles throughout the night. Equally important is the role of protein in this equation. Consuming a moderate amount of protein before bed provides a slow and steady release of amino acids into the bloodstream, which supports the repair and recovery processes that occur during deep sleep. Protein also plays a stabilizing role in blood sugar management. By combining it with slow-digesting carbohydrates, you create a meal that is more than the sum of its parts. It slows down digestion, ensuring that glucose and amino acids are gradually released over several hours. A perfect example of this synergy is a small bowl of Greek yogurt with berries, or a slice of whole grain toast with almond butter. These snacks combine slow-digesting carbs, fiber, and protein in a balanced ratio that gently supports blood sugar stability. The fiber in the carbohydrates also plays a key role by further slowing down the absorption of glucose into the bloodstream, preventing those dramatic swings that can sabotage your sleep. Why does this matter so much? Because when blood sugar is stable, your body doesn't need to overcompensate by releasing stress hormones. Instead, it can focus on shifting into a parasympathetic, rest and digest state that is crucial for the transition into deep, restorative sleep. You'll find that with better blood sugar stability at night, you're not only falling asleep more easily but also waking up less often throughout the night. This directly impacts your sleep architecture, preserving those important cycles of deep and REM sleep that are vital for muscle growth, recovery, and cognitive process. In practical terms, this doesn't mean you need to eat a large meal before bed, just a small balanced snack that supports your body's natural rhythms. Ideally, aim for something that provides around 10 to 20 grams of slow-digesting carbohydrates and 10 to 15 grams. Keep the fat content moderate, as excessive fat can slow digestion too much and cause discomfort when lying down. By thoughtfully choosing a bedtime snack that prioritizes slow-digesting carbohydrates and protein, you're creating the conditions for a restful night and a stronger, more resilient body. It's a gentle but profound shift in how we approach pre-bed nutrition, moving away from late-night indulgences that can sabotage sleep and towards intentional choices that support your body's natural ability to restore and grow stronger while you sleep. Avoiding sleep-disruptive foods and beverages is often just as important as choosing what to eat for better sleep and recovery. While the right foods can enhance melatonin production and stabilize blood sugar, certain dietary habits can have the opposite effect, interfering with the natural processes your body relies on to transition into a deep, restful sleep. One of the biggest culprits in sleep disruption is caffeine. While it's a beloved stimulant for many, caffeine has a long half-life, often lingering in your system for up to 6 hours or more. Even a late afternoon cup of coffee can delay your body's production of melatonin, the sleep hormone, making it harder to fall asleep at night. It's not just coffee, black and green teas. Certain sodas and energy drinks are also significant sources of caffeine. If you're struggling with falling or staying asleep, consider cutting off caffeine consumption by early afternoon to give your system plenty of time to metabolize it. Equally problematic is alcohol, which many people mistakenly believe helps them relax and drift off to sleep. While alcohol might initially have a sedative effect, it actually disrupts the second half of your sleep cycle. It suppresses REM sleep, the stage of sleep associated with memory consolidation and emotional regulation. Furthermore, alcohol can lead to frequent nighttime awakenings as it's metabolized, leaving you feeling groggy and unrefreshed in the morning. Beyond caffeine and alcohol, it's important to consider foods that can cause indigestion and discomfort. Large, fatty meals before bed can take hours to digest, forcing your gastrointestinal system to stay active when your body should be winding down. Spicy foods can also be problematic as they can trigger heartburn or acid reflux when you lie down. This digestive discomfort is not just unpleasant, it can also fragment your sleep, pulling you out of deep rest and back into lighter sleep stages. Sugary foods and refined carbohydrates can also play a surprising role in sleep disturbances. They lead to a rapid rise in blood glucose, followed by a sharp insulin spike that eventually results in a blood sugar crash. This crash can activate stress hormones like cortisol, disrupting your ability to stay asleep. So while that piece of cake or scoop of ice cream might seem like a comforting bedtime treat, it can backfire by undermining your body's ability to maintain stable blood sugar throughout the night. Even the timing of meals matters. Eating too close to bedtime can activate digestion at a time when your body should be transitioning to repair mode. While a light snack can support sleep, a large meal within an hour or two of bed can keep your body's focus on digestion rather than the deep restorative work of sleep. Practical strategies for avoiding these sleep-disruptive foods and beverages include establishing a cutoff time for caffeine in the early afternoon, limiting alcohol to earlier in the evening or eliminating it altogether, and opting for lighter, nutrient-dense meals in the evening. If you're craving something sweet, choose naturally sweet options like berries or a banana, which are less likely to spike and crash your blood sugar. Ultimately, avoiding these common dietary pitfalls is about respecting your body's natural rhythm. It's a recognition that what you consume in the evening sets the stage for the quality of your sleep, and by extension, the quality of your recovery, performance, and mood the next day. By making these small adjustments to your evening nutrition habits, you're giving yourself the best chance to fall asleep easily, sleep deeply, and wake up feeling truly restored. Let's delve into the practical examples of specific foods that can supercharge your sleep and muscle recovery. These aren't just arbitrary suggestions, they're backed by evidence showing how their nutrient profiles support the body's natural rhythms, repair mechanisms, and the calming signals that help us drift into a deep, restorative sleep. First on the list is tart cherry juice, a powerhouse when it comes to promoting better sleep. Tart cherries are naturally high in melatonin, the hormone that regulates your sleep-wake cycle. Several studies have shown that drinking tart cherry juice before bed can increase both the duration and quality of sleep. It's not just about the melatonin though. Tart cherries also contain anti-inflammatory compounds and antioxidants, which help the body recover from the micro-damage caused by intense exercise. A small glass of this juice about 30 minutes to an hour before bed can gently nudge your body towards a state of relaxation and promote muscle recovery as you sleep. Next up is cottage cheese, which is often overlooked but deserves a spotlight in any bedtime routine. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that steadily releases amino acids into your bloodstream over several hours. This is especially beneficial for muscle repair as your body's natural release of growth hormone during deep sleep is supported by a consistent supply of these building blocks. Eating a small bowl of cottage cheese before bed can help maintain a positive protein balance overnight, ensuring that your muscles have the resources they need to rebuild and grow stronger. Almonds are another excellent food to include in your pre-bedtime nutrition. They're a natural source of magnesium, a mineral known to calm the nervous system and promote a sense of relaxation. Magnesium plays a role in regulating the body's stress response system and can even help improve sleep efficiency, leading to longer periods of uninterrupted rest. Almonds also contain healthy fats and protein which help stabilize blood sugar and keep you feeling satisfied throughout the night. Bananas also deserve a mention for their multifaceted sleep benefits. Rich in magnesium and potassium, they help relax muscles and support the calming of the nervous system. Bananas also contain a small amount of tryptophan, the amino acid precursor to serotonin and melatonin. When paired with a healthy fat or protein source like a tablespoon of almond butter, bananas can provide a balanced snack that gently promotes sleep while supporting muscle repair. Another powerful addition to consider is kiwi. This small nutrient-dense fruit has been shown in research to improve sleep onset duration and efficiency, likely due to its high levels of antioxidants and serotonin-boosting compounds. A couple of kiwis as part of an evening snack can be a simple, delicious way to support sleep naturally. Incorporating these foods into your nighttime routine doesn't require a complete dietary overhaul. It's about small, mindful additions that align with your body's natural rhythms and needs. For example, you might blend a tart cherry smoothie with a scoop of cottage cheese for a pre-bedtime drink that ticks multiple boxes: melatonin, casein, protein, and sleep-promoting micronutrients. Or you might simply snack on a handful of almonds and a sliced banana as you wind. The key takeaway is that these foods are more than just tasty snacks. They're tools for optimizing your sleep architecture and recovery potential. By focusing on these nutrient-dense choices, you're sending your body a clear signal. It's time to shift from the demands of the day to the restorative processes of the night. This gentle, intentional approach to evening nutrition can unlock deeper sleep and more efficient muscle recovery, setting the stage for a stronger, more energized you in the morning. Incorporating these sleep-supporting foods into a consistent bedtime routine is an often overlooked but incredibly impactful way to optimize both your sleep quality and your body's ability to recover and grow. While the idea of a bedtime routine might conjure images of relaxing rituals like meditation or reading, what you eat can be just as influential. It's about crafting a deliberate pattern that your body learns to associate with winding down, making it easier to slip into deep, restorative sleep. One of the first steps in creating this routine is timing. Aim to consume your bedtime snack about 30 to 60 minutes before you go to sleep. This window gives your body enough time to begin digesting the nutrients and stabilizing blood sugar levels without causing any discomfort or digestive disruption while you lie down. Eating too close to bedtime can sometimes backfire, particularly if the meal is heavy or high in fat, so keeping it light and balanced is key. Portion size is another important factor. You're not aiming to fill yourself up like you would at dinner. Rather, you're providing your body with just enough of the right building blocks to support sleep and recovery. Around 200 to 300 calories is usually sufficient for most people, though individual needs can vary. Think of it as a strategic snack, not a full meal. The foods you include in this snack should be chosen for their synergy, nutrients that work together to calm the nervous system and fuel muscle recovery. For example, pairing a tryptophan-rich protein source with slow-digesting carbohydrates can boost the production of serotonin and melatonin, hormones that play key roles in sleep onset and maintenance. Some classic combinations include cottage cheese with a few whole-grain crackers, or a small serving of Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of granola and berries. Consistency is the true secret sauce of an effective bedtime nutrition routine. Our bodies thrive on predictable patterns, and when you make this snack a nightly ritual, you're essentially training your body to expect and prepare for sleep. Over time, the act of preparing and eating this snack itself becomes a cue that signals to your brain it's time to slow down, relax, and prepare for rest. If you're someone who enjoys variety, don't be afraid to rotate through different foods that fit the same nutritional profile. Some nights it might be a banana with almond butter, other nights a small smoothie with tart cherry juice and protein powder. As long as you're consistent with the timing and mindful of balancing protein and slow digesting carbs, you're giving your body the support it needs. Practical strategies can also include prepping these snacks ahead of time so you're not tempted to reach for something less supportive of sleep, like sugary desserts or salty chips when the late-night cravings hit. For instance, you could portion out servings of almonds or make overnight oats with Greek yogurt and berries, so they're ready to grab and enjoy. Finally, consider the environment in which you consume this snack. Eating mindfully and without screens can help reinforce the idea that this is a calm, soothing moment of the day. Take a few minutes to savor your snack, breathing deeply and focusing on the present. This gentle, intentional pause can help you shift from the stress of the day to a state of relaxation and readiness for sleep. When you bring all these elements together, timing, portion size, nutrient balance, consistency, and mindful eating, you're not just fueling your body for sleep, you're creating a powerful nightly ritual that aligns with your natural rhythms and supports your physical and mental well-being. Over time, this seemingly small habit can lead to profound improvements in sleep quality, muscle growth, and overall health. As we bring this exploration of bedtime nutrition to a close, it's clear that what we eat before sleep is far more than a simple habit. It's a powerful tool to support both our mind and body. By focusing on the right foods in the right combinations, we can actively shape the environment within our bodies to promote deep, restful sleep and maximize muscle recovery overnight. We've seen how tryptophan-rich foods such as turkey, almonds, and dairy lay the biochemical foundation for serotonin and melatonin production, gently nudging the body into a state of relaxation. Slow digesting carbohydrates paired with protein create a stable blood sugar landscape, which is crucial for preventing those energy dips and hormonal spikes that can sabotage a good night's rest. Equally, by avoiding disruptive foods like caffeine, alcohol, and sugary snacks, we remove the barriers that stand in the way of restorative sleep and full body recovery. But beyond the individual nutrients and foods, what ties all of this together is the creation of a consistent bedtime ritual. This isn't just about fueling the body, it's about sending it a clear signal that it's time to transition from the stresses of the day into a state of repair and renewal. A small balanced snack an hour before bed, crafted with intention, becomes a nightly ritual that your body learns to anticipate and respond to. Over time, this consistency strengthens the body's natural circadian rhythms, enhancing not just how long you sleep, but also how deeply and efficiently you do. What's most exciting is that these changes are accessible to everyone. You don't need fancy supplements or complicated recipes, just a thoughtful approach to the foods you already enjoy. A simple bowl of cottage cheese, a handful of almonds, or a banana with a little almond butter can be the key to unlocking more restful sleep and more robust recovery. In the end, these bedtime nutrition strategies are a reminder of how powerfully interconnected our choices are. The foods we choose in those final hours of the day set the tone for the night ahead and for the energy, strength, and focus we bring into the next day. By paying attention to what we eat and how we eat it, we're investing in a deeper kind of wellness, one that respects and nourishes the body's natural cycles of activity and rest. So tonight, as you wind down, consider making a small but meaningful shift in your bedtime routine. It could be the missing link in your journey towards deeper sleep, stronger muscles, and a healthier, more vibrant you. So tonight, as you wind down, remember, what you eat before bed matters. Choose wisely and you'll find yourself not only sleeping more deeply but also waking up stronger and more refreshed. Thank you.